Russian roulette should not, under any circumstances, be copied. It is extremely dangerous. If I'm not 100% certain that I can pull it off, I won't pull the trigger.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the most unsettling specials produced by psychological illusionist Derren Brown. For this list, we're only including television specials, so his series are excluded. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Seance. This was the second special ever produced by Brown. The setup was to get 12 students to perform a seance live. Brown decided to do this in Elton Hall, where 12 people took their own lives in a pact during the 70s.
And lock this person into your mind. Remember the name, remember the face.
They chose one of the deceased to contact, named Jane. The special finished with them performing the seance, which led to Jane speaking through a student.
Jane, what can you see? What are you aware of?
There's lots of people around.
And what are they doing?
They look like they're having fun.
The incident terrified the students, but in classic Derren Brown fashion, he revealed that the 12 deceased were fabricated. The point wasn't to show seances are real, but that they could convince people to believe in them, which he did an excellent job of.
I knew that most of you, if not all of you, but most of you would be drawn to Jane, and I knew that one seed would be planted.
Number 9. Messiah. Next is his third special, in which he attempted to convince Americans that he had paranormal powers. He targeted people in 5 separate categories while disguising his identity. These categories included Christian evangelism, alien abduction, psychic powers, New Age theories, and communicating with the deceased.
If at any point they ask me if it's a trick, I'll say yes and I'll own up. But the question is, will they ask?
He ended up convincing all 5 of them that he had supernatural powers. It was intended to discuss confirmation bias, which is where someone ignores ideas contradictory to their beliefs and prefers to hear things that support their worldview.
Binoculars?
Yes.
Yeah?
At the start, he said if anyone thought that he was tricking them, he'd instantly admit to the scheme. Surprisingly, this never happened, showing the true power of confirmation bias.
I think this is something that she's tried to give you, a picture, alright?
Number 8. Miracles for sale. Faith healing is a controversial practice involving someone using religion to cure someone of their ailments. To criticize this practice, Brown took a random person from the streets and then made them into a faith healer.
This isn't about faith, and it isn't about God, and it isn't about the church, it isn't about religion. It is about greed and about a very specific scam.
To prove their skills, he took them across the pond to a church in Texas, where they gave a harrowingly convincing faith healing show.
Owen, the Lord has a plan for you. He sees you singing in front of thousands.
It revealed all the secret tricks of faith healers, which caused a stir among religious communities. In the end, the scuba instructor they chose did a miraculous job at becoming a faith healer, convincing a theater full of people he had powers.
What a travesty to the message of Jesus to say you have to pay for God to heal you.
Number 7. The Great Art Robbery. This special is centered around one of his more thrilling ideas. The concept was to teach a group of old people how to rob a valuable painting from an art collector.
The only way to steal it is through misdirection, so I need to teach our team how to control people's attention.
The collector was told the perpetrator, time, and place of the robbery. After 3 weeks of hard work, he converted 4 pensioners into skilled burglars.
Sir,
What's the matter?
It also had an interesting message about how overlooked the elderly are in society. In the end, they managed to get away with the heist, perplexing the collector. The moral of the story, if you want to rob a painting, message Derren Brown.
it was the fake painting that Rachel put back on the wall after they got caught.
Number 6. Hero at 30,000 feet. An ordinary man named Matt Galley was the focus of this special. Brown chose him because he was in a bit of a tough period. He tried to help him out of this by putting him in various challenging scenarios. For instance, he was robbed and later strapped to a train track.
So what's that like? Feels really weird.
Galley was additionally terrified of flying. To overcome this, Brown put him on a plane full of actors, barring the crew. During the flight, the pilot fell ill, so they asked for a passenger to step in and land the plane. Galley stepped up and after a spot of hypnosis and trickery, believed he had landed the plane. Many believed it was fake, but Brown insisted that it was all real.
You did a brilliant job, mate.
Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you.
You've done a brilliant job, mate. You've done it all on your own. Well done.
Number 5. Apocalypse. This special took a man named Steven, described as lazy and irresponsible, then threw him into a fake zombie apocalypse. Brown planned this one out extensively, making a compelling story for Steven to experience. He woke up 2 weeks after a meteorite destroyed the planet, where he met fellow survivors.
Are you infected?
I don't.
What colour wristband do you have?
Blue. Just like. What is going on?
Together, they endured the apocalypse, which sounds like great fun if you're a teenage boy into zombie movies, but seriously traumatic for most people.
Go! Run!
It turned into one of his grandest schemes, all for the sake of fooling one man. Over 200 actors were used, and they even hacked his mobile.
When I walked into the living room and saw Derren, it was a different kind of relief, just knowing that it was real and it wasn't a dream.
Number 4. The Heist. This one is semi-similar to the great art Robbery, except they're robbing a bank and they don't know Brown is manipulating them into it. He pretends it's a motivational seminar, then convinces them to rob a security van.
Whenever you hear that music in your head, you can just go for it.
It proved successful, as he was able to convince 3 people to burgle the van without explicitly instructing them.
I think she get on the floor.
Don't she?
On the floor.
Brown did it by using a variety of music, colors, and phrases to manipulate them into wanting to steal. He even gave them an appetite for crime by encouraging them to nab sweets from a shop, which led to a domino effect of them being willing to burgle the Bank of England. Number 3. Derren Brown plays Russian Roulette live.
Tonight, I shall play Russian Roulette, live in this barn behind me.
Since it first aired, many have debated the authenticity of this special. As the name implies, Brown played Russian Roulette live on TV, allegedly hidden away in Jersey. Most of the special was spent finding someone to play with, but the last 10 minutes were incredibly tense. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but some people have wondered if that was even possible.
Gentlemen, these are live rounds.
According to Jersey police, they used blanks to make it more safe. This is questionable since blanks are lethal at such short range, as pointed out by Brown. As such, no one knows how it was done, but he insists he was never truly in danger.
Stand up, thanks.
Number 2. Push to the edge. This special had an exceedingly disturbing setup. Brown wanted to take a random person, then convince them to push someone else off a building. 4 people were picked who had their conformity tested. Brown told them all 4 had failed, but kept following one named Chris Kingston. After an elaborate scheme, he ultimately decides not to push the victim off a roof.
Look, either you do it, or you leave.
Turns out the 3 other individuals were also picked and had all pushed the person over the edge. It provided a haunting insight into the dangers of social conformity, ending with Brown encouraging viewers to be careful of this form of manipulation. Number 1. Sacrifice. Brown's Netflix special once again put the life of an individual in the hands of a random person.
I want to try and create a hero, someone who will willingly lay down their life.
The setup was to see if a man named Phil would be willing to take a bullet for someone, or if he would instead save his own skin. After manipulating Phil using a meditation app, he eventually makes his way to Los Angeles.
It's been an experience that I can't even begin to explain.
There, Brown staged some drama involving a biker gang. A biker ends up threatening to shoot an alleged illegal immigrant, and Phil heroically steps in front of him, giving his life. If the bullet hadn't been a fake, Phil would have likely been fatally wounded, as he was determined to save the life of a stranger.
This whole thing was about who we are and what we are capable of
Which Derren Brown special had you most on the edge of your seat? Let us know in those comments below.